Hello friends, it's Arun Singh in my another video on multi-threading. This video is very important in terms to understand the thread. What is the special of this life cycle is? When I say unstarted, at that times I have just a thread. Now I have started the thread, but it has not taken any CPU core for running. So I have dispatched this to the CPU. When CPU has core available, the thread starts running over it. When thread start running and it completes its work, it moves to stop state. Thread is running, but someone suspended the thread by thread.suspend and it moves to suspend state. Then you need to do thread.resume so that thread will get resumed and it will again move to started state. That means thread is in the started state. CPU is not executing that thread till now when it is in the started state. Now again CPU get a space to execute the thread and operating system schedule this thread and it moves to the running state and it get blocked. Why it get blocked? Now thread needs some input output from the disk or from the user keyboard. So in this case thread is again moved out from the CPU core and it is waiting for or it is blocked. Input output get completion and it will again from here from 8th point it will move to started point. Again CPU core start have the space and it is moved to running state. Now someone has called thread.wait or thread.sleep or thread.join. Why these three states? If I set thread.wait, that means I'm calling a wait method on the thread and it will wait for some specific time. Whether it will definitely wait for that time, it is in the hand of operating system. It is not in my control. On similar line, I have thread.sleep where I can pass time in millisecond so that thread is sleeping for that time. And again, if I set thread.join, it will join or it will wait for some other thread to finish its function and then join that thread. From moving this thread, that is some interrupt at point 6, some interrupt has happened and it will move to started state. So this is the thread life cycle. Let's see further. The states that I have told, let's see theoretically how these states are. I have said unstarted, that is thread T is equal to new thread. It is unstarted thread. Started T.start. T.start means thread is started, but till now CPU has not taken this thread for execution. Running thread. If thread is running, that means CPU cycle is running on this or this thread is running on the CPU cycle. After T.start, now thread is in a runnable state. That is waiting for CPU cycle. As it will get CPU core empty or CPU cycle, it will start executing, that is start running. Theory behind it, in most operating system, each thread is given a small amount of processor time, called a quantum or time slice, with which to perform its task. As task utilization, its quantum is set to be in running state. When its quantum expires, the thread returns to the runnable state and the operating system assigns another thread to the processor. Blocked state. A runnable thread transitions to the blocked state when it attempts to perform a task that cannot be completed immediately and it must temporarily wait until that task complete. For example, a thread issue an input-output request. Wait, sleep, or join. A thread can be put in waiting state for various reasons, example calling its wait method. Usually a program put a thread in wait state because something else needs to be done prior to what current thread is doing. A runnable thread can transition to the timed waiting state if it provides an optional wait interval when it's waiting for another thread to perform a task. You can put a Java thread in timed waiting state by calling it sleep long millisecond method or waiting long millisecond method. On same fashion, we have thread.join. In this one thread will wait for another thread to complete and then it will join it. Suspended. simply called thread suspend, and for revoking back you need to use thread.resume. In new versions of Java, this method is deprecated, both suspend and resume. Stopped or terminated. Thread terminates because of either of the following reason. Because it exists normally, this happens when the code of thread has entirely executed by the program. Because there occurred some unusual erroneous event like segmentation fault or an unhandled exception. A thread that lies in a terminated state does not longer consume any cycles of CPU. It's that. Finish. Let's see a demo.